The kitchen of the Connor household was bathed in the dim, flickering light of a fluorescent bulb that had seen better decades. Dan Connor stood before the open refrigerator, squinting at a plastic container of questionable origin. He poked at the contents with a cautious finger, his brow furrowed in concentration. "Mold on cheese is fine, right?" Dan asked, his voice echoing slightly against the porcelain interior. "Isn't that cheese whole thing?" Darlene, leaning against the counter with her signature look of weary cynicism, didn't bother to look up from her phone. "Hey, while you are in there, can you make room for a 20-pound turkey?" Dan shifted a jar of pickles and a half-empty bottle of mustard. I do not know," he muttered. "Let me see." He slid a carton of eggs to the left and forced a space. "Done. What do we need a 20-pound Thanksgiving turkey for?" Darlene asked, finally looking up. "Well, I always go with 2½ pounds per person," Dan explained, counting on his fingers. "So, 6 meat eaters, there is your Grandma Belle." "Going out of town," Darlene interrupted flatly. "Oh," Dan sighed, a small smile playing at the corners of his mouth. "This is truly a time to be thankful." "What about Jackie?" Darlene pressed. Not gonna happen," Dan replied. "Or Becky. They are still furious at me about not letting them rent the lunchbox." "Come on, darling," Dan said, turning to Darlene. "What the hell is going on here? I thought I asked you to fix all this." "Hey, DJ, Mary, Mark, Harris, they are all gonna be there," Darlene countered, gesturing to the teenagers. "Sure," Dan muttered, "but they are all boring." "All right, fine," Darlene said, throwing her hands up. "What about Odessa? She is not boring." "She is a thief and a pothead," Dan reminded her sharply. "Nope, I banned her from the house." "Oh, please," Darlene pleaded. "Just this one day. I really cannot take any more of Harris moping around here." "Sure you can," Dan said with a shrug. "The whole family spent the last 40 years putting up with your moping. You know, I always thought if we had money, you would be clinically depressed." "Oh, God," Darlene whispered with a dark chuckle. "That would have been sweet. Come on, let Odessa come. You know, between the turkey and the weed, she is going to be the first one to pass out. Then we can draw on her face with a Sharpie." "I do like that," Dan admitted. "Then we are done here." "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa," Darlene said, stopping him as he turned back to the fridge. "No, we are not done talking about Jackie and Becky. Did you even try to patch things up with them?" "Yes, I sent them a really nice text," Darlene insisted. "Let us hear it," Dan challenged. "Oh, sure. Hey, Jackie, I hate what this is doing to our family. I love you and Becky very much, despite your extreme lack of awareness that your stupid idea could keep this family in dire poverty for another 100 years. Sometimes dreams are nightmares. Please come to Thanksgiving. See, doesn't matter what I say. Come on, you knew that wasn't going to work," Dan said. "Fine, but I have a right to be mad, too. Just because Grandma Bev gave me power of attorney, they are turning me into some kind of villain. Look, all we have to do is get everybody in the same room together. We will have a couple of beers. We will watch planes, trains, and automobiles. By the time John Candy says those are not pillows, we will be a whole family again." "That is an awful lot of pressure to put on a 30-year-old VHS tape," Darlene remarked. "Well, until something better comes along, we will just have to be thankful for what we have. Like our toaster brick." Yeah. The following afternoon, Jackie and Becky were sitting in their own kitchen. The sound of the front door opening preceded Mark and Mary's entrance. "Hey, guys, what are you doing here?" Becky asked. "We decided to come see the baby on our way home from school," Mark said. "That is pretty far out of your way," Jackie noted. "Yeah, but I was going to take a picture of Beverly Rose for Grandpa, because he was saying how sad it would be if he died and never had a Thanksgiving with her. At least this way, he can look at her picture." "Oh, that would be sad, would it not, Becky?" "It would be, Jackie. So sad. Unbelievable," Jackie muttered, using the kids to guilt us. "Okay, so what is the next thing you are supposed to say?" "I do not know what you are talking about," Mary said. "I am supposed to say that since my mom is in Afghanistan, I really need my whole family right now. But then I start to think about my mom not being there for real, and I am really sad, and I cannot stop crying." Jackie looked at the girl, her hard expression softening. Grandpa Dan might have suggested the guilt, but the crying, that is from Darlene, is it not? "Yeah, we really do want you there. It sucks for the kids when the adults are fighting. Please, I think we gotta." "All right, fine, we will come. But you tell Grandpa Dan that using kids is not fair, and I want you to say that Aunt Jackie deserves the lunchbox, and you are praying really hard every night that she gets it. Grandpa Dan gave us $1, Mary said. What are you giving us? What about that stuff of Bev we were going to toss? You mean the treasures? Grandma Bev left some things here that we are keeping safe in a trash bag, but let us pretend that this is a mystery grab bag, and whatever you pull out, you get to keep. Mark reached in and pulled out a jagged, brown object. Oh, you got the carved coconut pirate head. She holds that when she talks about her trip to the Caribbean. She is going to miss that. Good pull. Later that evening, Dan was sitting in the living room with Louise. I cannot believe you dug up our old yearbook, Louise said. Look. Oh, here's what I wrote to you. Too good to be forgotten. Yeah, I was really impressed by the way you used the number 2 and the number 4 as words. I mean, Prince did not start doing that until way later. I just wanted people to have a bitchin' summer. Oh, look. Here is what Roseanne wrote. This girl is a woman now. See ya in 2525 if man is still alive. Wow. Sounds like you guys had a pretty good summer. The best. Hey, what are your plans for today? Well, I thought I would drag myself to my sister and listen to her brag about how loaded they are that they can rent a houseboat on Lake of the Ozarks every year. A house what floats on the water. I reckon you gotta be careful when you go to fetch your newspaper. Yeah, but I'm gonna get her back this year. I am giving her all my clothes that I am too small for right before dinner. Enjoy your yams, Tiffany. Hey, why do not you save that little gift for Christmas and join us for dinner tonight? You want me at Thanksgiving? People will talk. Oh, let them talk. Besides, I could use an ally. Things were a little tense between the kids over the lunchbox. Ah, so I am a buffer. No, you are a friend. But as a friend, if you want to be a buffer, I will support you. You know, I have a couple of pies in the car. I baked them for Tiffany. So the crusts are made of lard, and I doubled the sugar. I cannot believe how well this is turning out. I like how none of your plates match, Odessa remarked as she helped set the table. Thanks, Odessa, Darlene said. That is what happens when you steal them from different restaurants. Harris looked up as Dan entered with an extra chair. Is that another place? Louise is joining us. Hey. So, Grandpa, where should Louise sit? By Odessa or next to you? Oh yeah, Dad. Where do you want Louise to sit? Well, she comes with pies, so I want her next to me. And you know what? We are going to give her the good lunch here. I will hose it down for spiders. Wow. How am I going to go back to my ordinary life? Well, it is 4 o'clock. Turkey should be ready. Let us not make this any more unpleasant than it has to be. Oh, great. You are here. Hey, Jackie. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Classic. Hey, Darlene, this really is not about you. Hey, Louise. Remember this? Oh, no, because nobody saw me do my rifle routine senior year, 1974. I did not get to do the performance I worked on for weeks because your garbage band played too long. It is Garage Band. See you at Christmas. Oh, no, wait. Please, hold on there. Jackie, can I talk to you for a minute? Here is a hard truth you have needed to hear for some time now. Nobody wins a talent show twirling a toy rifle. Never happened. Never gonna. Move on. Fine, it is Thanksgiving. I will play nice. Sorry, Louise. Did not mean to insult your garage band. I appreciate that. You know, after high school, that band went pro. I made a living off it for 30 years. Yeah, well, we will never know where I would be now if people had seen my rifle. Jackie, no? Do not lean right. The left is mostly duct tape. Well, time to start drinking. Brought some Mexican social sauce if anyone cares to join me. I am in. All right. See, Darlene, this is Bev, and I am in charge of it, but I am still going to share it, because that is how it is done. Oh, that is a really good point. A bottle of tequila is the same as an inheritance. You can flush both down the drain. Just for the record, I have never flushed tequila down the drain. You know what? If you guys are just looking for a fight, then you should just leave. No, I am not going to be the bad guy that bails on Thanksgiving. No, this is a time when families gather together to judge those who are selfish and self-centered. I am in. You are selfish and self-centered. You are an old bitter rat in a curly wig. Sure would be a good time for turkey, Dan. Should be just about ready. Everybody sit. Do you feel the tension? It is like something bad is going to happen. It is fantastic. Oh, bad news. 325 in a 40-year-old oven equals food poisoning. It is going to be a couple more hours. There it is. Can I help, Daddy? No. This is really delicate stuff, honey. I think I got it. She could have done that. We do not have to watch planes, trains, and automobiles. What about football? You do not need a screwdriver for that. Great idea. You know, when a team is down by 6 touchdowns, you really gotta salute the few fans that are left in the stands. I do not know if my family is still watching, but here's a shout out to my Mima. 96 next week. Still going strong. Two Mimas. Sounds like a woman who would give her kid a restaurant. See ya. Back before the turkey is ready. Wow. Somebody smells like we'd covered up poorly by Febreze. Oh, that is me. Kids, let us go in the kitchen and check on the turkey. Where do you think you are going? Odessa House. No, you are not. It is Thanksgiving. And why would you go to Odessa House when her parents are out of town? You know, they are out of town for, 5 years. What? Oh, what are you talking about? Okay, I am going to tell you. Odessa lives by herself. It is hard to believe she is so personable. I did not say anything because I knew you would make a big deal out of it, even though there is absolutely no reason to. No reason? I would let you spend the night there. You lied to me. You did not know her friend lives alone? Good parenting. Shut up. Why do parents need to be there? What do you think we are doing? What are you doing? We make s'mores, braid each other hair, and dance around in our underwear for men on the internet. Problem? Hey, do not be a smartass. Odessa is a terrible influence. I did not want her here to begin with. Well, I will fix that. Peace out, bitches. Is leaving an option? Apparently, leaving is only an option for strangers. If you are family, you are trapped here. Oh good. You finally get it. I trust you, Harris. Then again, I am not a psycho control freak. Hey, you know what? You got your own kid to screw up now. Stay away from mine. Hey, take it down a notch. Hey, do not yell at Becky, because you are in over your head in all parts of your life. Oh, hilarious coming from you. No, you know what is hilarious? Is the person who was sleeping around and neglecting her kids is the one telling everybody else how to live their life. Yeah, have another glass of water, Jackie. Dilute some of that tequila. This is not tequila talking. This is the truth. You think you are the almighty decision maker around here. Huh? You think you can replace Roseanne as the mom of this family? What a joke. Jackie, enough. You want to talk about my mom? Let us talk about her. Because she spent her entire life trying to fix you, and every time she picked you up, you fell down. You know why? Because you are a loser and you were the bane of her existence. Don't you ever touch my mother. Why did they send us upstairs? We heard everything from the kitchen. I want to know what is going on. Get away from the door. You are not supposed to hear that stuff. It is really quiet. I hope my mom did not kill Aunt Jackie. If she goes to prison, we will be the family with the mom in prison. Just weird, because most people have a dad in prison. All I know is, I think Aunt Jackie is going crazy. They are all crazy. They're all old. Their lives did not turn out the way they thought, and now they are all hating each other. Wow. Beer and tequila going from the house to the garage. It is the first time alcohol has ever flowed in this direction. I think you made a wise decision. Call me crazy, but I do not think the alcohol was helping. Neither was the buffer. You suck at this. You do not need a buffer. You needed a riot cop and some tear gas. Would you be upset if I went home? Would you be upset if I went with you? Run. Go. Here is what you got to remember when these things happen. Roll the beer back and forth so you do not get freezer burn. Look, I know I said some ugly things, but Jackie said some pretty ugly things too. I mean, I cannot believe she slapped me. Really? I cannot believe she waited this long to slap you. What? Think about it. As far as she is concerned, you stole her inheritance. Well, that is her problem. No, it is our problem. The family. And we are going to work this out right now. Come on. Mark, Mary, come on down from the top of the stairs. I know you are up there listening. I did not want to spy, but Mark made me. So hit him. Nobody is hitting anybody. All right. In this corner, hailing from Lanford, Illinois, the Sultan of Slap, the antagonizing aunt, the Queen of Crazy, Jackie Oakman and Harris. You are not helping, Dad. And in this corner, weighing in at 95 pounds, soaking wet, the vicious vegan, the nasty niece, the Roger retort, Darlene the darkness Connor. All right, shake hands, no low blows, and come out apologizing. I am so sorry, sweetheart. Are you okay? Yeah, it is just that when you were talking, I was hearing my mother. I was slapping her and yeah, It really felt like you put your hip into it. You know, I should not have said those terrible things. I should not have either. And I should not have enjoyed it so much. All right, you two want a restaurant. You want everybody to get some money when Bev goes. There has got to be some kind of compromise here. I do not even care about some stupid inheritance. I just want everyone to get along. I do not care about the stupid inheritance either. Look, I will be honest. I could use that money, but it is not worth all this. All right, I am willing to bet on Jackie and Becky because I believe in your ability and your desperation. I am desperate. Thanks, Dad. Well, I mean, if that is how you all feel, I don't even know who I am fighting for, except me and Harris, and I actually look forward to telling her she just lost a lot of money. Majority rules. You got yourself a restaurant. I am going to make this work just to prove you wrong. Man, I hope you do. And I just want to say I really appreciate you rolling over because you were forced to buy others. You are welcome. Can I hug you? If you must. Okay, I am going to come in slow on the left and then tuck in on the right nice and easy. Let me know how the pressure is. Oh God, this is worse than being hit. Promise me we will never fight like this when we get old. Oh, I am not getting old. Moving out. Bye. What? What are you talking about? You guys are drunk and fighting and slapping each other, and you cannot trust me to behave myself? Odessa just invited me to live at her house. I am out. You cannot leave this house until you are 18. Really? Because the only one fast enough to catch me is Becky, and she is on my side. Holler. I am going to Odessa house. Okay, whoa. Everybody slow down, okay? It has been a bad night. Nobody has eaten. Apparently there is not going to be any turkey. 30 minutes away. 45 at the most. So it is fine if you go to Odessa tonight, but I want you back here in the morning, and we are going to talk. Whatever. So that is it. You are just going to let her walk out of here like that? She has a friend with an apartment. She might not come back. She just needs to make a point. I mean, we all come back, right, Becky? Yeah, I live with Jackie now, but I am moving back in tomorrow. Let us go eat the skin off that turkey. It should be almost done by now. Are you sure you are doing the right thing with Harris? No. You know, for the first time in a long time, I wish you could drink with me. You ruined one life tonight. Is not that enough? Wow, I cannot believe you came back. I did not come back for you. These are my pies. How did it go at your sister? Well, my brothers got into a fist fight, took it out on the street, the cops came, and then they tossed my aunt while she was trying to break it up. Wow, that is way better than us. You said there was not any pie left. There isn't. You are clearly having a dream. No, I am not. I am awake. My mom got slapped and my sister left. I deserve pie. Oh, Mark. Marky, Mark. Here is the thing about life. Sometimes bad things happen and you still don't get pie. Oh, come here.